It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We got another beer from Trav in Australia, and this is a can of this is Stone and Wood Brewing Company. It's their counterculture range of beers, which means it's their experimental series. So Stone and Wood make an amazing pale ale. Lots of people drink it. Lots of people are happy drinking it. But then there's other people who like Stone and Wood who they want to try the experimental stuff. They want to try their different beers, different recipes, different styles. So this is their Bloom Springs number 14, and it's a New Age IPA, 500 milliliter can, coming in at 6.4% ABV. Really looking forward to this one. I've generally liked everything that's come my way from Stone and Wood. Without further ado, thank you very much, Trav in Australia. We'll talk about Trav in a moment. How amazing he is sending these beers from across the world, from Australia all the way to the UK. But first of all, I want to concentrate on the beer. Two Finger Whitehead to begin with. Hazy looking beer. I'm not going to say straw coloured. I'm going to say a very, very light amber colour. Not much in the way of carbonation. It's quite a still looking beer. But the carbonation might be kind of tucked away in the beer then. It might be, you know, when you drink the beer, it might kind of explode on the palate a little bit, which is cool. There is a little bit of carbonation around the back of the beer here if you look closely. So nice and hazy. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah, it smells good. It smells really good. Really tropical. Really tropical. Like jam-packed full of probably a combination of Australian hops, your Galaxy, and some American hops in there. I said Galaxy 3 times because I know Australia, they make quite a few hops, but the only one that sprang to mind was Galaxy. Comment in the comments box if you know of more than one hop. I'm sure there's about 8 or 9 hops that the Australians grow in their fields. But the only one I can think of at this moment in time is Galaxy. Right, it smells really good. Tangerine, orange peel. Very citrusy. I'm going to dive into this one. I'm really excited. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it's good. Really good. Lovely mouthfeel. Really lovely kind of medium-ish for an IPA mouthfeel. A little bit of creaminess there. It sticks to the palate. As the beer then sticks to the palate, it's releasing more flavour on the palate. It's staying there longer. You're able to taste it for longer. It is actually nicely carbonated. That carbonation, although you can't see it too much kind of springing around in the glass, you feel it when it hits the palate. It kind of pushes the beer around, explodes on your palate, releases more of that flavour. That flavour, there's a little bit of bubblegum in there. The smallest amount of like a bubblegum flavour. Passion fruit, mango. Spiciness, pepperiness, bitterness on the back end. Not overly bitter, just enough bitterness just to balance out that little bit of sweetnesses in the beer. If you think about the beer here, let's talk about the sweetness. The flavours are down the middle. with a little bit of sweetness over there and a little bit of bitterness over there. It's very nicely balanced. It's a bit like a tightrope walker, or one of those no engine gliders going through the sky. You know, they're just perfectly balanced. And that's what this beer is. It's a nicely balanced IPA. Great drinkability. Lemony. Tiny bit of lime. It's got like a slight kind of acidic kind of middle to the beer. Like they've crammed this full of hops. Let's have a look. Bloom Springs. Beyond the dark and winding places lies a garden where a new life is in bloom. Clean, clear and vibrant. It is the very heart of a new season. Spring has come. Beds of Lupomax and Incognito hops. There we are. Lupomax and Incognito hops. There's your Australian hops right there. Pepper the warm breeze with tropical and juicy notes, while the sound of water pulses, pardon me, over rocks envelops you. Shake off the heavy coat of winter and dive into a brighter season. Lush, vibrant, clear, Bloom Springs. The 14th century, the 14th counterculture release, Bloom Springs joins a tradition of beers that go against the grain. For the hopheads, brewed using the freshest Citra, Mosaic and Eldorado, they're 3 American hops, from the latest in Bath Has hop innovation range, including Lupomax, Incognito and Spectrum. Brewed on Bundjalung County. Stone and Wood, lovely beers, absolutely lovely beers. Let me look at that. Look at that, isn't that incredible? I just want to touch on Trav then, before I give the rating for this beer. I talked to Trav. The difference, of course, is time zones, and he's a really busy guy and I'm a really busy guy. So when I'm going to bed, he's waking up, and when I'm waking up, he's going to bed. So it's really difficult, but we do have time. Generally, probably I would say once a month on a Saturday morning, we'll catch up on Instagram. We'll do like an Instagram video and chat to one another. Of course, I've done the Stone Crow Virtual Pub on a Friday night, so I'm slightly hungover, and Trav's full swing on his, that would be his Saturday. By the time I speak to him on Saturday morning, it's his Saturday night. So Trav's already had a few. And it's really fun. But Trav started sending us beers over the last 2 years. The beers have been incredible. I would never have been able to try as many amazing Australian craft beers if it wasn't for Trav. So I'm going to raise a glass to Trav and say thank you very much. And I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to rate this one. Cheers. It's really lovely. Great drinkability. Lovely mouthfeel. The hops are singing and shining. It's nicely balanced. Could I drink another one? 6.4% ABV? Yeah, of course I could. Of course I could. I could have a couple of them. If I was drinking with Trav in his amazing Australian garden, I'd drink about 4 of them with Trav, and then I'd just fall asleep on his grass. I like the beer enough to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!